Hello and welcome to Stockton Junction. So in today's video we are going to have a look at the Accurascale Syphon G enparts van, and that is this one here. It comes in a beautiful box. It's one of their exclusives. I've actually ordered 6 of the Syphon G wagons, 4 blue ones, 1 red one, and this one. This one's arrived now, but I don't know why the others haven't turned up yet, so I'll do separate reviews as they come on those as well. But first of all, before I open this up, I'll just give you a little bit of information which is on their website about this Syphon G wagon. So it basically says that in the late 70s, some remaining Syphon Gs were transferred into departmental traffic, particularly branded as enparts, the Western region's fleet of vans used for transporting spare parts for locomotives and rolling stock from Swindon to the larger motive power depots. So basically, this was just used would sit around in a yard in a depot, and then they'd load some parts up somewhere, take it to another depot for repairing trains, that sort of thing. These wagons soldiered on in service until about 1985, and making them, it says, a favourite pre-nationalisation of the corporate blue era. So in other words, if you're running anything BR blue up to 1980s, this would be ideal. So not like 1970s up to 85. As I'm running sort of like 80s 90s era ish loosely, I'm not particularly, I'm sort of like just I'm sort of running pre-nationalisation and privatisation era stock, so I'm quite happy with both. This one covers the Syphon G in this condition, suitably modified and decorated for this traffic. So the features that they say are that it's highly detailed, extremely fine exterior detail on the roof and coach ends, which we'll have a look at, separately applied etched metal and high fidelity plastic parts, including handrails, brake, steam pipes, heat pipes, cabling, footsteps with tread. So we'll have a good look at all that. Fully detailed underframe with numerous finely detailed separate parts, pipe runs and accurate differences between the versions. So obviously, depending on what version you buy of the Syphon Gs, because they do a lot of older versions and newer versions for different eras, then you'll be able to look at, they'll be slightly different. They haven't just used the same tooling for all the versions, which is good. It says replica scale, finely detailed bogies. They're usually very good detailing on all of theirs. Blackened RP25 profile wheel sets, and correct height NEM standard coupling sockets with mini tension lock couplers. So anyway, we will have a look. So the box is really nice. It's got a beautiful image on there, a lovely box. Also has nice imaged sticker on the end. It says on there Era 7, which is fine for me. And these can be a pain to open. They're brilliant boxes though. Their packaging is second to none. I'm just going to remove it to open it up. That's one thing that they can be highly praised for, Accurascale, for their packaging. I mean, this isn't a thin box, it's really thick and sturdy, so it protects the model, and it's beautiful. So we'll just open it up out of the ice pack there if we can. It fits in there very tightly, very snugly. So this is a limited edition model. So first of all, you have a certificate. So it's number 181 of 350. So only 350 of this model have been produced. Make sure that stays in the box. So inside we have a really nice pamphlet with a lot of information. going a lot further in depth than I had done. We also have all the images of the others. So I've got one of the red ones. I can't remember which one of the two I bought now. And I've got the 4 of the blue ones. I've got the newspapers, I think, and just 2 normal blue. I think I've got that one of those 2, and these 2 coming. So, but they also do some really nice ones. Red Cross one. They've got GWR ones, BR Maroons. And yeah, they look really nice. A selection for different people on there. So I'm just going to put that, hold that up and put that back in the box. We don't want to lose any of that paperwork. So as you can see, there's a pack in there. They're also coming now with, well, on this model they come with the little magnetic couplings as well, if you want to use those. So I'm just going to remove it from the box there. So look at the detail. The pipe work is very fine, it's extremely fine. So, and it comes with the little the coupling link chains on there as well. So put that to the side. What I also do like is they put these bits of foam on the ends of the ice pack there to protect the end of the wagon. So I know I'm not in frame very well there. Yeah, they use these here, which is a really good touch. And I have to say that out of all of the ice packs, this one fits so snugly with these edge bits on the top here. There's no movement of that inside, you know, the packaging. Also, look, foam here and here. They've really done a cracking job of making sure that your model arrives in one piece with no loose parts or broken parts. So highly commended for that. That's some of the best packaging I've ever seen from any manufacturer. So let's just have a look at the model. So first of all, the colour on it is really good. Beautiful finish to the paintwork. The transfers also extremely good. Some of that is tiny. I'll see if I can zoom in on those with it in a few minutes. Yeah, that's so crisp. Beautiful. So as they were saying, the underframe, I look at the detail of that. There's just so much going on. Absolute quality. I've got to say that it's absolutely astounding. Having a look at the ends. I mean, they're tiny little pipes there. They're all separately fitted. They're not molded. I don't want to touch them, but these little handrails on the side here, they are all separately fitted. All these little handrails and pipe work there, none of it is molded. I have to say the grills on there are brilliant, perfectly done. Obviously this is a newer version, so it doesn't have all the vents on the roof like some of the others may do. I'm assuming the GWR and maroon ones would definitely have those. Sorry, it keeps going out of focus, I do apologise. But yeah, absolutely stunning. I mean, just look at that detail under there. It's going to be beautiful when it's weathered up. And just these look so fragile, but they're actually so these are metal poles in there. It's not, by the looks of it. They might not be metal, might be plastic, but it does feel like metal. So they've even detailed here, obviously Sorry, I'm going to put it down and try and sort the camera out. 2 seconds. Right, so hopefully that's a lot better. So here, as you can see, look, they've done this pipe that runs across there, but it's separate from this one because obviously they can't do it that all the way across, but that does go through there perfectly. Let's see. I just want to, I've got the hook hanging down, so I'm just going to lift that up and see. So that is the maximum turn on this. So it's not great. It does say maximum radius is second radius, so you can't use it on first radius and such like, but I don't have any second on my layout anyway. And to be honest, this is probably I'm going to get, this will be weathered, even though it's a limited edition. I will be weathering it in the future, and it will be mostly occasionally run, but mostly sat in the TMD area, and obviously just looking amazing for what it does, because it would have spent probably a lot of its life just sat around waiting to be moved or used. So one thing I have noticed, so that step there is really nice and straight. If we go over that side, this one's wonky. Yeah, it needs fitting in. So a little dab of glue in up there to hold it in place, but other than that I can't see any other issues with this. There's no blemishes on any of the paintwork, there's no other damage, so all that's left for me to do now is just get my gauge tool out for the wheel gaugings, which, looking at the wheels, is going to be pretty difficult, so you've got to be very careful doing that because of these pipes going across here, and they're actually loose through that centre there. Look, they're meant to be, they're not. I'm not saying there's a problem with it, but yeah, so it's going to be really hard to get that in there without damaging anything, but I'll have a go at doing it, and then I'll get it running. I do love the detailing on that underframe, and these handles are all separately fitted as well. It's got some beautiful if I can zoom in. So as you can see, look at the hinges, the lock on the door. The detail is absolutely stunning on this. Let's have a look at these. So look, even those small transfers that you can hardly read, you zoom in and they're totally readable. There's literally no distortion or anything on those. I mean, just look at this bit here, it is tiny. That's separately fitted, those little bits. Absolutely stunning model. So yeah, so I shall give this a little run around and let you have a look at it, and we'll make sure it's all running nicely. Right, so just a very quick one. So as I thought, my back-to-back gauge won't go in there with these here. I think if you really wanted to change the wheel back-to-backs, you would have to take some of that apart, maybe these unclip to take this pipework off. I have checked without pushing it down, and the back-to-back is good, apart from on that one wheel it's a bit tight, but it's still good. Yeah, they're all good. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm just trying to, if I turn it and do a little bit at a time like that, it should get it. It's just a tiny tad tight. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna give this a little run. coach, has been running it round backwards as well. Have no issues whatsoever. Does run really nicely. Very free rolling. So I think absolutely amazing model. If there's still any available and you want one, I'd get it straight away. I mean, they are limited edition, so they might all be gone by now. I didn't order mine that long ago, so you never know. If not, keep an eye out on the second-hand market, but I'm sure there's still some of the other Syphon Gs available. So if you like them, get out and get one. They're very good quality. I will show you the others once they arrive, hoping that will be soon. So I've got the 4 blue ones which I want for a parcels train. I don't quite know whether, because I've got a Royal Mail train, whether I could get away with running them with the Royal Mail train or if they ran a separate train. I know that they did do separate just parcels trains. If you know anything about that, feel free to comment and let me know. I'd be interested to find out a bit more about that one. And the red one that I've got is going in with the Royal Mail train anyway, because it's the same sort of livery colours. That's why I bought it for. Whether it's meant to go or not, again, it's my railway. I'll run what I like. That should be rule number 1 for all modelers. Run what you like, what you enjoy. Even if things don't necessarily go together, it's up to you. But I do try to, I don't go for prototypical. I'm not going to sit there and work out which coach goes in which order on the train and things like that. And if there's one that may be slightly out, for instance, my Intercity that you can see there in the background is the, you know, the I forgot what they call it, the tour one, for the more recently done one. But I couldn't get the older version that I wanted, and I wanted the blue-grey Intercity. So even though that's the newer coaching livery, because it's got the coach numbers on and such like, yeah, so, but it still fits in. It looks like an old-fashioned 125 still, and I'm happy with it, and that's what matters. So anyway, thanks for watching. I know, I'm sorry if I'm waffling a bit. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye for now.